All right, kings and queens, King Stevion is checking in the empire. Or better yet, the building, because we're always building. We're building up, up, up. That light is all flashing. I got the video camera rolling. That's what I got. Go ahead, laugh. Tell them how I feel to graduate.
You made it, man.
Now you got to get out your mama house.
Yep.
Because there's only one way to go, and that's up. I remember Prophetess told me one time, well, King, there's only one way to go, and that's up. All right? So let that be our inspiration for everything we're doing, about to do. So tonight, in tonight's meeting, we are on the W2 Part 3 class, okay, teaching. It ain't going to be that long for the teaching itself. So just make sure you have your questions. Have your questions ready so that way I can answer. Because what I'm finding out is a lot of you come on these meetings just to hear what you can take home with you, you know, but you're not asking questions that pertain to these steps. Now, let me make this very clear for every last one of you who are on the $29.99. The $29.99 per month payment thing is not for y'all to do the 7 steps. That's not what that is. That's for those who are, one, trying to clean up what they have, meaning getting rid of whatever you got from these Moorish groups or these other SBC groups y'all may dealt with. When y'all come over here to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens, we're here to give you what you need to prepare you to join the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. And that window is damn sure closing for those that got the email that I sent out last night. Okay. You know, because there's a lot of you that's only here to infiltrate. Y'all sent by other groups. You lied. I can clearly tell that you lied. Okay. Some of you just can't get away from what you used to be with. Okay. It's like if you was with a new man or woman and the other one treated you so bad, you ain't get nowhere, didn't get no engagement, didn't get married, didn't get nothing. No happiness, no joy, no nothing. And then yet you come over to the new being, and then yet you keep looking back. You keep doing things that was, you know, with the ex, which don't make no sense. If you was in an abusive relationship, you go into the new one wanting that new being to abuse you. That's what you call being an idiot at that point. Okay? Something is definitely wrong with you. You've been brain damaged. And that goes to all of you who's been sitting there holding on to all that old mess. I told y'all when y'all come in this group, y'all need to make sure that y'all get rid of. I'm talking about the ones that are in the university. Okay? And if those are on the $29.99 is cleaning up to start over, this is what y'all need to do. So before anybody, this is the new rule. Before anyone comes into the 100 Kings and 100 Queens University, before even getting started on the pre-steps or the administrative steps, first thing you're going to have to do is to do your cleanup. So I allow you to do the $29.99 first. And then while you're doing the $29.99 per month, you will be cleaning up all the mess that you did with these other groups. I will not allow you to tender any 135 or any of that. You need to make sure all that mess is gone. You're going to have to show your proof that it's gone. Because some of y'all still holding on to this mess. Because your intent is not to do the 7 steps. Your intent is thinking that you know more than me. I heard Yusufel tell some people the same thing. He's the goddamn teacher. I'm the teacher. Why the hell are y'all sitting here trying to hold on to the old mess that didn't work for you already? It makes no sense. Can you think it's doing something? I tell you what, if you think it's helping you or I help you, stay your ass there. Stay your ass there. You want to get beat in that old abusive relationship? Go ahead. Go beat yourself up. Knock yourself out. Some of you trying to do the 7 steps while you're on the $29.99. It don't work that way. $29.99 per month is not for the 7 steps. 7 steps are the 7 steps. That's your $135 entry fee. Okay? That's the administrative fee for everything that I'm helping you with. Okay? All the work, the paperwork, the emails, the interviews, all that's included. Non-refundable. The work has started once you come in. So, those that are trying to get in, that's what you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to show proof that it's done. That includes your tracking numbers. That includes a notary proof of delivery. Okay? Because some of you come in and think you can run game. What do you think you're going to get? When you mix public with private, first of all, you're going to get in trouble. And you're going to be put on a terrorist list. They'll list you as a paper terrorist. I didn't warn you that for the last 3 years. And some of y'all just keep doing it. Some of you haven't got rid of none of that mess. Hey, you know, you always heard this in a lot of movies. In order to rebuild, you must first tear down. Okay? If you don't tear down, you're not going to rebuild. Are you just going to move in a house that some bums or some crackheads stayed in? Got all kinds of parasites crawling around. I don't want your parasites over here. You want to keep your parasites, your STDs and all that? Keep it. Turn around. Don't come over this way. I can smell it in your breath when you talk to me on the phone. Lucky I'm protected. How? Protected with my deed poll. Protected with my 7 steps. Some of you just coming over here just to fucking irritate me. Because that's what the fucking Moors over there told y'all bitch asses. Or the government that you working for, infiltrators. Listen. I'm only here to help. And for y'all to be bought out by anybody, something's wrong with you. I'm sick of telling y'all that was born on this native land, you're not a fucking Moor. But some of you just want to hold on to that. You need to leave. This group is strictly for the natives of this land. And if you come in this group and you're not a native of this land here, meaning just because you were born over here doesn't mean you're a native of this land. Okay? So y'all need to get that straight. If your ancestors are from Jamaica, Nigeria, Indonesia, Puerto Rico. So when y'all go saying, oh, every place was Moor land, that sounds like an idiot. So you're telling me all the Caucasians are Moors? Okay. Are you telling me all the Spanish are Moors? Are you telling me all the Germans are Moors? Wait a minute. Let's go a little deeper. Let's go to the African tribe that only speaks like, that don't talk at all. Are they Moors? And these people that put this stuff in y'all fucking head to make y'all think the shit is real. That means the whole damn earth is named Moor. The earth is named Moor. Come on, y'all, put it in the comment section. The earth is called more. When God created heaven and earth, he called it more. Heaven and more. God, give me heaven and more. Some of y'all need to slap yourselves in y'all head and wake the hell up. Let me explain something to y'all. These Moors, dirty Moors especially, were brought in to make the native Indians, which is Ninos and Dios, believe that they never was from here. They killed off the grandfathers. So let's give you an example. They come in, Caucasians talk to the Moors that was steering the boats and stuff over here, taking them where they had to go. They came in and said, okay, well, they don't want to work with us. They don't want to give us their land. They don't, you know what I'm saying? We want y'all to make them believe that they are Moors. So what did they do first? So they did that language act that they did. They first they had to eradicate some of the Indians. Then they did this, I forgot the language act, okay, that they required all Indians to speak Latin, British. And if they didn't do it, they were killed. And this ain't just me talking. This is the fucking Indians that said it. They didn't do what they said. They killed them. Even though they fought. And y'all look up the Seminoles fighting these people. Seminoles were not Moors. They didn't even know what a fucking Moor is. But y'all believe these fucking lies. All this bullshit going around on the internet. Y'all falling for it. Of course they're going to flood it with that. Listen, that's like me saying, you a Johnson. And your ass ain't no Johnson. That's like when you adopt a child. I keep telling y'all, you don't supposed to mess with nobody else's child. Your last name is Williams. You adopted a child that was a Johnson. Just reverse that back. Give you a good example. Johnson come into the house. First thing happens, just like y'all who are naturalized when y'all coming over here, they tell y'all can change your whole name. But y'all need to understand why they tell y'all that. So that way when your bloodline come over, when your bloodline come over looking for you, what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to find you. They're going to be like, hey, great-grandmama died. They ain't going to find you because your name's damn changed. Whoever you is in this group or coming to the group, go change your name back first. Don't even come to this group until you change your name back to your original name. Keep it. Because it's tied to your land, where you come from. Whether it's Nigeria, any part of the one they call Africa, which it ain't called Africa. They named it that. All the country names are named by who? These Europeans, this British, the French. You don't think they all got together and said, hey, let's do this. Let's take over these lands. And us copper tones are so ignorant that we believe everything they tell us. Don't y'all know when y'all use the state name, the city names, those are all corporate names. That right there gives them territorial jurisdiction. So when y'all trying to buck and y'all talking about zip exempt, that ain't doing shit. You still using their name. That's a corporate name. Go back to the one that the Spanish used. what it was before that, and you put that on your document that you're doing. Or better yet, find your native Indian tribe and send it from there. That reservation, even though the reservation is still up under the United States, it ain't like it is for you who's using the zip code. They have no jurisdiction. That's why under the Indian Trust Act, it clearly says once they drop the money off to the Indians, it's out of their hands. It's like, oh, we don't got nothing else to do with you no more. Here you go, your money. Get, go. We gone. It's kind of like dealing with a drug dealer. You don't want to be seen with him or her. Okay? You drop it off and run. You don't want to be seen. And that's what they do. But anyway, the Williams adopt the Johnson. They changed Johnson's name to William. Why? The government don't want that young child to know who his original family is. Some of them already remember because they're in their teens. King, how you know your ass wasn't adopted? Your adopted ass. No, I wasn't adopted. But do y'all get what they do? If you ain't believe me when I told you I figured out their fucking system, something's wrong with you. Some of you gonna still keep the name you adopted, family gave. You cannot be adopted into a bloodline. There's no way. That's not your blood. I don't give a care what a document says. That's their documents. When the native tribes originally was on this land, and they took in a son or a daughter or somebody like that, it was based on marriage. Or because that tribe was smoked out and murdered and massacred. And they ran, they had no place to go. They ain't just jump out of their family's, tribes, tent and be like, hey, I don't want to be with y'all no more. I'm going to go over here to this other tribe. Don't even speak their language. See, y'all need to understand. But y'all jumping in these goddamn groups that's telling you you're more. Look where you first start with your grandmama. Find out where they're originally from. Then go back. If your grandma's still living, ask her about her grandmother. So now you skipped over her mother, which is your great-grandmother, and then you went to your, you see what I'm saying? Now you went to your great-great-grandmother. Hope I said that right. But you get the point. Ask her where she was originally from. Ask her where they're part of an Indian tribe. Which again is Ninos and Dios. Because when the Ninos and Dios lived peacefully on this land with the Spanish, that's when the Britons or the Europeans came over here and fought both of them to get their ass off their land. Spanish gave up, the Indians stayed and fought. Check your constitution. Native Indian constitution. Matter of fact, go to the Indian tribes that are still here today and find the story. I remember when I went to Nassau some years ago, and they gave us the story of how, same thing, the French came over, invaded them, they fought, they died. That brought tears to my eyes. And it opened my eyes to something new. That's when I started realizing, yeah, something ain't right. And that's what made me start looking into my heritage. They were bought for $1 million. I said, wait a minute, damn, I could have got some lawful money, just gave that to y'all. It's a loan. And the lady said that they're still paying it today. This is what causes them to be owned. So think about when not Kanye, but Akon took that $1 billion or $2 billion from China and was having his own little country or city. Guess who would have owned that? The Chinese. Think about Shark Tank. They invest in you, they own part. It's a corporation. That's what happens with corporations. Someone invests in the corporation, you create a city, that's a corporation. There ain't no native land. You took any money from anybody, you just became a corporation. Why you think Black Wall Street was free? Until they became a corporation. And they became part of the Hague, and you violate the state next to you, they got every right to come over and do what they need to do. Back then, they were uncivilized about it. They just killed everybody. That's why when you look at the authentication and apostille, this is the same thing it deals with. This document is good in this state. All these states. Some of y'all never was taught the truth about apostille the real and authenticate the fake. Some of y'all around here authenticating your goddamn live birth certificate like an idiot. And they're mixing this stuff up now because of who? The 100 kings and 100 queens. That's why. They're getting rid of the live birth certificate or getting rid of the regular birth certificate. Don't say it was always like that, because it wasn't. Every single state had a live birth and a regular birth certificate. The live birth was created when you were born or birthed to show that you was alive. And within 3 days or 21 days, if your mother and father did not settle that debt that was owed to the hospital for delivering you, they made you dead. Dead, debtor. You and your whole family or tribe. And then the Treasury, Secretary of State, Treasury Division as well, sold that debt to the U.S. Department of the Treasury. Read your 31 U.S.C. 3123, 31 U.S.C. 3727. Go get your investigation done on your birth certificate, and you'll find out. One king already did his. Paid $5,000. It showed that the state was the debtor on the loan. But how do you get involved being a debtor? Because you're part of the state. Your name is on that certificate. That's how. So you have to settle the debt with these deeds that I tell y'all to buy. Take Our Estates Back is out right now on Amazon. Go type in King Sevion, Take Our Estates Back, and purchase that for only $9.49. I'll be sending that out today to everybody who ain't already got it. Make sure when you email cityside2006@duck.com, you put in the header, purchase of Take Our Estates Back. In the description, say you're requesting the deeds. And by the way, each track on that album is valued at $100 million. So you're looking at a 1 billion, getting the numbers mixed up. $1 billion album, digital, backed by gold. And if you want the physical one, it's $75. You want to pay that? It's paypal.me/STT, Estate Trust. And in the note section, put purchase of USB, take our estates back. And then put your address. Make sure your address is correct. If your address ain't correct on PayPal, please email cityside2006@duck.com to make sure that I have it. And you'll get a physical copy with gold on it. Real gold. Okay? But tonight's meeting, okay, I'll be going over the documents, the hidden documents. If you haven't seen it in the secret sauce videos, I'm going to show it again because it's part of the W-2 process. This is part 3. I'll be showing the invoice, the dispute ladder, okay, the change in the invoice, okay. And for those that are trying to clean up their 1040s before you even start your 1041s. You really don't supposed to be messing with that. But I'm going to show you how you're supposed to get that all your taxes back. I don't deal with 1040s. But I can if I wanted to. But the 1040s are for slaves. It's for the dead. That's why they do a Form 56 on you at the job. If y'all heard in my last videos, I told y'all this. Tax Class 5. Talked about that in the Secret Sauce Part 2 video. Do y'all get it? The proof is in the goddamn pudding. They do a Form 56 on you at your job. The 1040, the W-2, is for Tax Class 5. That's for estates. That means you're dead. So why in the hell would you do a 1040? But for those who just want to do it, I'm going to show y'all how to get all your tax dollars back on that. Then you move into the 1041. Okay? I tell you what, when it comes to this 1040, you can tell whoever you want to tell on this one. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to leave it up. And send your buddies over to the YouTube channel once I put the video up. You know they've been infiltrating my computers again. I was supposed to release 2 of the 3 videos and haven't been able to release them. This is what happens when you have people infiltrate what you're doing. They never want the knowledge, the information to come out. So don't blame it on me, okay? But I got other solutions for that, and I'm going to use them, okay? So tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, around 4 p.m., I will be dropping the review video for the Chris Brown album, just to let y'all know that. Thought it was going to be released sooner. Okay. So, be on the lookout tonight. Okay. 1040 video will go up on YouTube whenever I can get that completed. Okay. Even if I just release a piece of it, I'll release it so y'all can understand how to do it. Okay. No sharing of the videos, no 3-way calls. I mean, of the class tonight, because it's going to be an entire class dealing with W-2 and the 1040. Okay. We don't deal with the 1040. We deal with the 1041 when it comes to this, because that's what Tax Class 5 is. So these tax places been telling y'all the wrong freaking place, and they know it. They're all in bed together. They're all in cahoots. So tonight you'll see the invoice, which is the certificate of indebtedness. If you haven't seen it in one of the Secret Sauce videos, W-2 video, okay, the default ladder and the 1040, along with the simple little things that you must do to get your money back. Okay. All the taxes that they took out. right? This invoice is needed so you can bill your job for your lawful money, okay? And those that are in the $29.99 per month class, just know that your barcodes are not free. The only one free is your copyright, all right? So I will see y'all tonight, 8:30 p.m. If you didn't get the email me at cityside2006@duck.com.